So I'm starting out with my Kardashian 24K primer, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this just to prep my skin for foundation. Next, I'm going to take my Femme Couture cream liner, and I'm going to fill this in and use this as a brow pomade on my brows. Moving to foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match in the color W4.5. And this is a little bit lighter than my skin complexion, but I'm going for that pale goth grunge effect, so this will work just fine. And I am just stippling it out and smoothing it out with a beauty blender. Then I'm going to take my MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in the color NW25 and go ahead and conceal my eyebrows and under my eyes and highlight. Once again, this is also a concealer that is too light for me, and I'm going for the pale effect, so I don't want it to be my exact color or close to my color. Now I'm just highlighting in preparation for contour, and I'm just buffing this out with a beauty blender. When cleaning up concealer around my eyes and eyebrows, I like to use a domed pencil foundation brush. In preparation for eyeshadow, I'm going to use MAC's Painterly and go ahead and place this all over the lid. Painterly works really good as an eyeshadow base and keeps the eyeshadow on all day. It also helps bring out the pigments and make the eyeshadow stand out more. So I'm working out of my Stila shadow pot, and I'm working with this burgundy shimmery color, and I really want to play off the reds and maroons and kind of orangey burgundy colors and smoke this out and grunge it out. So I'm going in with a pencil brush by MAC first, and then I'm going to go back in and blend it out. So when doing a grungy eye, you basically just smudge and blend, smudge and blend. So I'm just smudging this out with the pencil brush, and then I'm going to blend it in with a dome fluffy shadow brush. But you don't want to blend it in too much because you don't want it really clean and crisp. You want it more so kind of smudgy. This will give it more of a grunge effect versus a clean, sharp, smoky eye. Now I'm going in with that fluffy domed blending brush, and I'm just blending the color out, and I've also added a little bit of brown out of my Tartelette palette just to kind of work the colors in together and transition from light to dark. After this, I'm going to spray some Fix Plus on another eyeshadow brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and work my reddish burgundy pigment in. I sprayed the Fix Plus to pick up the color and bring out the pigment even more, as you can see. And I'm only placing this just directly over the lid, not in the crease. This is a really old color, so I can't tell you the name of it. However, I did get it from Micabella. It's just a loose pigment, multi-purpose pigment. You can use it on the eyes, lips, face, wherever. Using that same pencil brush, I'm going to go ahead and smudge this under my eyes as well. Then I'm going to take a bright bold red shadow or blush and work this in my crease just to bring out the colors a little bit more, because I really want it more so reddish orange burgundy. I don't want it to play off as like a brown smoky eye, so I'm just going to run that red blush all in my crease, and I'm going to also drag it all the way to the middle of my nose, like the bridge of my nose. You'll see what I'm talking about, a little bit past my tear ducts. going back in with that pencil brush and the red blush, I'm going to go ahead and smudge this out and smoke it out under my eyes as well. Next, I'm going to go in with my Tartelette palette, and I'm going to work in a deeper color in my crease, and I'm using the purples and a little bit of the browns and just mixing them together, and then just adding more depth and definition to my crease because I really have protruding eyes and I want them to look more deep set. So I'm just going to add that in my crease. And I'm just going to blend this out with my fluffy domed blending brush. Then I'm going to use my pencil brush again, and I'm going to add a little bit of those purples and browns underneath the eyes and smoke it out. Using my Mehron paint stick, I'm going to go ahead and contour my face, and I'm going to bring my forehead in, my nose, and my cheekbones in, just to make it look more slim and not as big or as wide, and give me that sort of chiseled effect. Now I'm just going to buff this out using my Real Techniques buffing brush. When I get to my nose, I like to buff it out using an eyeshadow brush instead. Then I'm going to take my St. Lucia palette by e.l.f. Cosmetics and my 135 brush, and I'm going to run the darker color from the palette down the bridge of my nose and down the sides of my cheekbones, just to bring the contour out even more. I also put a little bit on my chin because I have a really short chin, and just kind of balance my face out and elongate my chin a little bit. I run just a little bit down the sides, because once I highlight, it'll make my chin look longer. Next, I'm going to begin to bake my concealer using my good old banana powder, but this time I mixed a little bit of the NYC Velvet powder, and I'm just packing this on using a velour powder puff. I'm only packing this on everywhere I put concealer. So this is just going to bring out my highlight even more. Now I am going to pack this on under my cheekbones just to make my cheekbones look slimmer and stand out. This method is called the cooking and baking method, and this also sets your concealer and sets your makeup. I also like to dust a little bit on a foundation brush, and after it's set for a while, I'll dust a little bit all over my face just to set the rest of my foundation. Then for blush, I'm going to go in with my Riri Holiday Glam bronzer, and I'm just going to bronze up my cheekbones just a little bit. I still want to be a little pale, so I don't want to bring too much warmth to the face, but I do want to bring these cheekbones out as much as possible. Now I'm just dusting off the powder using a setting brush by Real Techniques. Next, I'm going in with a gel liner. This gel liner is by Essence Beauty, and I am just smudging this on using a small square flat concealer brush. I didn't want to use an eyeliner brush because I don't want my line work to be perfect. I want it to be grungy and smudgy. So I'm just going to smudge this on and just drag it across. Using that same cream gel liner, I'm just going to smudge this in my lash line a little bit, not my waterline, but my lash line. And then I'm going to go back later and apply white eyeliner in my waterline. Now I'm taking my pencil brush by Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to smudge out that gel eyeliner that we just applied to the top and bottom, just to give it a more grungy effect. Next, using my oversized powder brush, I am just sweeping off that excess banana powder. Now I'm going to go in with my highlighter, and I'm using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish Highlighter in the color Soft and Gentle, and I'm going to put this in my tear ducts and on the top of my cheekbones, and also use a little bit down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and run it down my chin. I do want a little bit of glam and sparkle to this look, so I am just going to fleek these cheeks with that highlighter and pack this product on. I really want a strong highlight. And I'm just going to go over that with a little bit of NARS Albatross highlighter. NARS is definitely one of my favorite highlighters. The Albatross highlighter is really, really strong, and it works on top of any skin complexion. Like, it doesn't matter how dark or how fair complexion you are, it works really good on all skin complexions. Next, I'm taking my MAC Enchanted White Eyeliner Pencil, and I'm just going to line my waterline with this. I do believe that this was a limited edition holiday pencil. I can double check on that though, and I'll let you know and put it in the description box. Now I'm going in with my MAC Prep and Prime Lash Lengthener. This stuff is amazing. It makes your lashes look so long and so full, and it just adds so much volume to any mascara. And now I'm going to take my Lash Injection Mascara by Too Faced Cosmetics and just apply that on top. To start my lip off, I'm using a basic brown liner by Modern Basic Cosmetics. It's a private label line. You can get it at hair shows or you can get it online. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over my lip. And I want a kind of deep nude lip. So I'm going to start with the brown, and then I'm going to work with a grayish nude lipstick by Ruby Kisses. And then I'm going to apply MAC Smith in the middle just to kind of ombre the lip out. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Now with the lip brush, I am applying this grayish nude color to the middle of my lips and to the corners of my mouth a little bit, and I'm just dabbing it on with a Sephora lip brush. Now I'm taking MAC Smith and I'm just ombreing the lip out and adding a little bit in the center of my lips. And to complete the look, I'm just going to add some MAC number 35 lashes. Here's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching.